Welcome back, Ninja Nation. This is your boy Jesse James. Um, Thank you for tuning back in. And today's eye candy will be my puppy dog Nova. Hi, Nova. Hi, pretty girl. Alright. Then we're gonna start the timer because I don't know when I go over. Alright. Now we're gonna do it. Oh, how beautiful she is. Oh. Okay. We left off at page 49. All right. When Shia saw him, "No, sir, you won't have any supper looking like that, Mr. Haruto. Why are you so filthy, my husband? Emperor Raiden Lee wanted us to clean the chimneys of the palace. What can I say? Today was slow." Haruto washed up and they all sat down to eat. Today was slow. Sorry, I read that already. Okay. They sat down to eat. They slowly ate dinner and spoke of their day. Later that day, as they began to get ready for bed, a knock echoed in the solid wooden door. A firm American voice sounded with the strange hint of a Japanese accent. "By order of the United States Army, open up." "Crap, why are they here? The war is near the coast. Must be stragglers from the outpost just to cause trouble. Get the shotgun, just in case they want to get rough." Shia went into their room, unlocked their gun safe, and pulled out a 12-gauge shotgun. They bought off the triad Chinese mafia. The fake Americans got tired of waiting and kicked the door down. To Kanbe and Haruto's surprise, they were Japanese. "You're not Americans?" Then, when he saw the neck tattoo, he knew. A black flying dragon. Ninja from the Black Dragon School of the Igarayu Province. "Where's the serum? Don't lie to us. We know of its existence." With lightning speed, Haruto jumped into the air and spun into a cartwheel spin kick. Just before the boot met the flesh of the well-built 5'2" intruder, a poisoned double shadow flicked out of the front of the boot. Purple liquid dripped off the blade, and the blade, page 50, sliced through the guy's throat with deadly precision. Before he finished his spin back to grounded stance, he planted the other foot on the guy's chest and produced a powerful push kick that sent the now dead guy into the other four like bowling pins. One shouted just as he got knocked down, "We got a dragon belt user. We need help with this house." Oof. Some royal guard members were dead. Some were bleeding out on the streets. Some were fighting imposters, but were massively confused at the ninja skills that these supposed Americans possessed. The one on the bottom shouted, "Get off me, you lug." They pushed the guy on the top off just as they prepared their bodies for a ninja flip. Haruto skewered the four through their necks and pinned them back to the ground. Haruto's first-degree dragon belt training came in handy. Though he was not a ninja, he was selected to teach his son the first degree, which in return gave him ninja-like reflexes. As he honed the area for more enemies, shadows crept past and grabbed Kanbe. Daddy! Haruto spun around just to see one of them grunt in pain just as he dropped to the ground with a steak knife in his back. The other one back-kicked Shia. Don't just stand there, boy. Frozen. Use your training. Training? Kanbe murmured to himself. Fear almost took over his body as the man's forearm slowly was closing off his windpipes. This is the first real-life dangerous situation he's been in. Wait, that's right. Training. I'm a ninja too. He closed his eyes and slowly exhaled. His body stopped shaking as he felt the fear melt away. Haruto, why do you kill my men? A man with that oh so recognizable stutter in his voice. A man stepped out of the shadows cast by the overhang. 5 more ninjas stepped out with him. Yanboy Gregory, sensei of the Black Dragon. The Royal Guard has been hunting you for a while. It's rumored you started this damn war. Yes, I did. The Americans are so trigger happy and easily pissed off. You shall pay for your crimes, Yanbei. Oh, wait. You shall pay for your crimes, Haruto proclaimed. Yanbei chuckled. And who shall be my executioner? Your whore of a wife? No, she has no fight spirit. The Emperor? Possibly, but my men already stormed the palace, and he is nowhere to be found. Who? Me. You? Haruto Halamaki, a bastard of a washed-up farmer who chanced to get into the royal guard because his great-uncle was the last emperor, and Raiden Lee favored you? Please. Your washed-up has-been that thinks he can still run with the young crowd because he learned some fancy style ninjutsu that is slightly better than the traditional. Please, just give us the serum and we leave peacefully. You were the last one seen with the Emperor's lovely concoction. It is rightfully mine. Haruto walked over and drew the sword out of the throats of the pile of dead guys and raised it in battle stance. Yanbei's tone went serious. You dare raise a blade against a ninja grandmaster? You think because you had some training you are a ninja? You are a disgrace to the name. This is a mistake you will deeply regret. Boys, kill him. Kill him now, and bring me the whore. We will have fun with her too. Kanbe had no need to use his super speeds. He outclassed this oaf in pure skill. A skirmish, yeah, that's it, that's the word. Skirmish broke out between both of them. The headlock he was in broke. The ninja struggled to regain control of Kanbe's little body. Then the unspeakable happened. Kanbe was too focused on finding an opening for the kill blow. The man was good at blocking. But suddenly a few shuriken stars in his other hand, just as Shia was reaching for the gun, several stars went into her skull and chest. Mom! She went limp. Kanbe went into super speed and turned his fist into machine gun rapid fire. Kanbe began working the ninja's ribcage, boxing at Mach 3. Not a pleasant sight for the other ninjas' insides. The ninja with the dragon tattoo coughed up blood as he fell to the floor. Haruto saw what happened out of the corner of his eye. Shia! Dad, look out! Before the words could reach Haruto's ears, two swords went through his chest by two of the ninja. He was distracted for only a moment, but a moment too long. The dragon ninja, page 52, seized the moment. He coughed blood out. Yanbei appeared before him, grimaced with an angered face. Kanbe was 18 when his parents were murdered. Yanbei and his men and half of the United States Army died that day. And out of the ashes, the legend rose out of the chaos. The super hush-hush weapon of a teen boy vampire. His legend grew each kill. He knew from the first time his katanas tasted blood, it would not be the last. Shi No Kage reached the end of the staircase. He opened the door and stepped out of the rooftop. He looked around for anyone. A single bolted table with metal folded chairs and cigarette butts laying everywhere was the only sight. Good, nobody's up here. Shi No Kage placed his thumb on a scanner near the briefcase holder. It beeped and a red light scanned his fingerprints. The hologram program deactivated. A loud click sounded as it unlocked itself. He lifted the lid and a gray tray with black pens and official-looking papers flicked in the wind. It flickered again, and then the tray, pens, and papers disappeared. In its absence was a very menacing-looking Russian sniper rifle. The SVD Dragunov Russian sniper was broken down into about 30 parts. He sat down and began to assemble it. Halfway through, he suddenly got a cold chill down his spine and began to feel the presence of someone watching him. Shi No Kage got creeped out and went to go check it out. He pulled out two plastic razor-sharp knives. He cautiously approached the left side of the roof. Empty. A pigeon looked at him and flew away. Maybe I'm overreacting. The unnatural cold air went down his spine again, which was weird for the fact that it was 95 degrees that day. A warm, sunny summer day. Look, Ghost, I'm not afraid of killing you. I don't know how, but I'm sure I'll find a way. I don't like being watched. I do the stalking, understood? Go away, he said as he approached the right flank. The feeling grew stronger. There you are! A white-clothed man in a glowing white tuxedo with a flowing white beard. He shielded his eyes. You are no ghost. Still, go away. The glowing being disappeared just as mysteriously as it came. He brought his hand down and looked at the corner. Page 53. An air conditioning unit buzzed as the fan spun rapidly. That was weird. I wonder what that was. He shook it off and went back to the table. We're doing good. Okay. Anywho, he took a moment to clear his mind. It only took him 5 extra minutes to complete the gun. Shi No Kage plucked the silencer from its foam resting place. He rolled the silencer around in his fingers for a few moments. Dang, Smithy, you know how to make a fine piece. Yeah. Shi No Kage sat down and adjusted the lens and the focus. 3 government-looking black armored Hummers pulled into a parking lot across the street. Must be what's his face's security. Shi No Kage looked at the watch on his wrist. 10:30 a.m. In about 10 minutes, the brother of Roberts Willcocks will be coming out. 10 stocky men stepped out of the black SUV. They began walking down the left storefront of Central Park. Shi No Kage laid the rifle down. With the other loose hand, he pulled out a crumpled dossier picture of William Willcocks out of his right pants pocket. A white male, about 40-ish, balding on top, black-haired, blue eyes, and about 260 pounds. He stared at the picture for a minute and then placed the picture back in his pocket. Shi No Kage picked the Russian rifle back up and looked down the scope. He slowly scanned the storefronts. Oh, a large, chunky man walked out of the business building. He was in quite a hurry, and he was almost jogging to the security. Shi No Kage zoomed in. Yep, that's him. He zoomed in a little closer. Oh man, had to wear a nice white business suit. Didn't you get the memo that you're going to die today? I mailed you my calling card. Like, really? Now you're going to make me feel bad. That suit looks expensive. Like, really expensive. Alright. He pulled the stick up and loaded a bullet into the chamber. I love that sound. It's a darn shame. Sorry, but if I weren't on a time schedule, I'd at least wait for you to change into some crappy clothing. The contractor's already called me twice, so you gotta go. You gotta go. Sorry. Who am I kidding? I'm not sorry. I love my job. Sucks to be you, bro. I know one thing's for sure. That annoying Russian mob boss or whatever he is who's paying me, his boy got some deep pockets. And whatever your brother did to really tick him off shouldn't have played with fire. Page 60. Oh, no, excuse me, page 54. I'm sorry. He placed his finger in the air, judging the air direction. He slightly vibrated his finger. Not too windy. I hope you're religious. May God find mercy with your soul, if you believe in that sort of thing. Shi No Kage clicked off the safety and said a prayer in Japanese. The warrior's oath. The ninjas were taught to pass over the dead, so the ferryman wouldn't notice their absence. Bang! He pulled the trigger and the bullet blasted out of the chamber. Birds in the surrounding building got scared and flew away. The bullet struck William's center back and he fell forward and crumpled to the floor like a wadded up paper ball. Shit. Not you too, man. I hope it's not that costume freak again. I heard what he did to Alpha Team. My golly, makes me shiver just thinking about it. They murmured to themselves as they scanned the rooftops in the top of the buildings. The Central Park police officer ran over yelling in his shoulder-mounted mic, "I got a man down, send a medic, right next to the Dell store and Apple store. Shots fired, shots fired." "Roger that, officer. Read you loud and clear. Dispatching units and ambulance right away. Attention, attention, all units. Sniper fire reported in Central Park, near Dell and Apple store. Helicopter and ambulance are 5 minutes out, officer." Men grabbed their families and their pets and ran for cover. Women grabbed their babies and also ran. Fear broke out. Meanwhile, all right, we're going to stop at page 55.